What's up, Dragon fans? It is that time of week again. Time for the next installment of Minecraft Survival. We're going to jump right in. I did do a couple of things between episodes. Just some just tedious work trying to get some things set up that I'm going to show you. But in the wake of last episode's severe lack of action-packed experiences, we are going to do something today that most people have probably been wondering about for those of you who have played Minecraft before. But I'm finally going to address something that has just been kind of teasing at the edge of our eyesight for the past few episodes. But before we do that, I'm going to kind of give you guys an introduction to farming animals, breeding animals, that kind of a thing. Let me throw this iron in here. Like I said, I was doing a few things between episodes. I'll throw the gold in here because that's not a huge deal. Let me get that out and move some stuff around. I don't need the ladders at the moment. Yeah, and we'll go through all that. First things first, I misspoke last episode. I had said that we had seen all the tools minus the shears. That is not actually true. We got one more tool to go through, and those of you who have played this before probably screamed at me in the comments if you did. But there is one last tool. We've seen shovels, axes, pickaxes, swords, shears. The last one we have is a hoe. So a hoe is good for tilling soil. I actually don't need 3. A hoe is good for tilling soil. It gets you into farming, that kind of a thing. And as you can see here, the crafting recipe is similar to the pickaxe, except you don't put a piece of material here. You just have these 2 pieces here, and then, of course, your sticks for the handle. That gets you a hoe. The reason I'm making this one... Actually, let's sleep first. The reason I am making a hoe is because one of the crops that we are going to be growing is directly related to what I want to show you with the animals. I'm going to skip this for now. I'm going to show you what all this is about. But first, we've set aside with those iron fences that we mined during the lost footage. And I do want to kind of get you introduced to crop farming. So what we're going to be growing is wheat. Seeds right here you can get from punching tall grass. So let's see, we got a little bit of tall grass around here. It doesn't have to be the double high, but the double high I think yields a little bit better. So it does take a second. Hopefully it won't take that long. We've got enough tall grass that I think we should be okay getting some seeds. If not, I guess we'll just be mowing the lawn of Minecraft. So it is less of a drop rate than you would get if you were actually farming the crop. But I do at least want to... Did that sheep just teleport? I do at least want to demonstrate it so that you guys can see that I'm not just pulling your leg. There you go. So punch enough grass and you'll get some seeds. You can then take these seeds over to what area you have designated for farming. You do have to prep the soil, and that's where the hoe comes in. You take your hoe and you left click on, and you can do this with dirt, grass. I don't know if you can do it with the path block, but that shouldn't be a problem if you're just putting down like a farm area. The reason I have the water block in the middle is it helps the soil stay, I guess, irrigated, and it makes the plants grow a little bit better. So once you've got your soil tilled, you can take your seeds, left click your tilled soil, and that will get them in the ground. Much like trees, you can just leave them to grow on their own, or if you are like me and a little bit impatient, forgot to bring it out with me, but you can actually use the bone meal to accelerate the growth. So that's what we're going to do for the sake of time and demonstration. We'll grab our bone meal, and I'll kind of show you what these crops look like. I should be able to show you the various stages of growth. So boom, you got a partial stage here, and then I don't know if there's an intermittent stage between these two. But boom, this is your fully fledged wheat block, or yeah, wheat crop. And I think you can punch it. I just use the hoe just because it's the tool for farming and we made it for farming. So let's just use it all the way through. You can just right click with the hoe. You get some seeds back. And then as you can see, it also drops this wheat. And then you just go again. Take your seeds and plant them back again. Sometimes you can get 2 seeds per thing, and that's the best way to do farming, is just to take your seeds that you got in the wild and just keep multiplying them until you've filled up your farm space. For the sake of what we want to do next, I do want to get a few more of these. Boom. Put that back in the ground. And boom. Minecraft is making a liar out of me. I have not gotten multiple seeds back yet. And we'll just go until our bone meal is used up. There it was. There was an intermittent stage between halfway and full grown. There we go. There you go. I got that second seed. I'm glad that it allowed me to demonstrate that for you guys. All right. So we'll just put these seeds down. So let me just kind of introduce you to the pins here. I will get you out of here soon. Whatever your name is going to be, Cal. Similar to the horse pen, we've got our carpet set up so that if we need to go in for any reason, we can. And you can actually access this carpet block from either pin when it's time to get out. Alrighty, so let me show you how I got these guys in here. The stairs do come into play, so let me grab a dirt block so I can get this cow out. There you go, dirt. Alright. Stuttered there. That was weird. So there's 2 ways to actually get animals into a pen where you want them. One we don't have access to right now is called a lead. If you remember the last time we were talking about slimes, I said that there were a couple crafting recipes that slime balls were a part of, and we may go make one. I think we have string and slime, which is what the recipe consists of. So we should be okay to get it. But if you don't have slime, if you haven't found slime yet, there is another way, so don't despair. You can actually take this wheat, and as you can see, this cow will follow the wheat. Wheat works on cows, pigs, and sheep. So this is what I did to get these cows in here. I just lured him in, and now he's on the other side, and they don't jump up on the carpet, so he is in there for good. Now, chickens, they don't follow wheat, but they do follow the seeds. So if we still had some seeds, if we hadn't planted the seeds, I could show you how I got the chickens in there. But it's the same thing. You hold it out in front of you, and they will follow it the entire time you're holding it, and you just put them where you want them to go. So the wheat, going back to cows and sheep and pigs, the wheat is also good for breeding. If you take wheat, and once again, this works for chickens too with the seeds. If you take whatever you lured them in with and you left click it with the left trigger, you'll see these little hearts come up. That means that they're in what I call love mode, breeding mode, heat, whatever you want to call it. If 2 animals of the same type are both in love mode, as you can see, they're kissing because that's how babies are made. And there you go. You have a little baby cow. Now, the reason I have 3 cows in here is because while I was setting up, a stray cow had actually gotten in here. That's why I had 2 cows in here and then 1 in the hole. I left him in the hole because I wanted to demonstrate to you how these guys got in there. But yeah, so you can... there is a little bit of a cooldown. So the 2 that bred, I can't get into love mode again for a little while. But once this guy grows up, we can do 2 at a time, and that's how we'll get our leather. This is going to be our leather farm. So, like I said, in the same way, wheat works for cows and sheep. You put both of these guys in love mode, boom, they'll pop out a baby sheep. Now, one fun, cool thing, and I really don't have any practical reason to show you this other than it's funny, and I want to show it to you, is you remember when we were dyeing wool, dyeing beds, that kind of a thing? Well, funny thing is, if you take some nice little dye here, you can actually go up to a sheep and left click the dye on the sheep, and boom, you have just dyed a sheep. And once again, it's nothing practical, it's just kind of fun. So the good thing about it is, actually, I guess there is a practical use for it. You can actually take your shears now, and when you shear that sheep, you will actually get the color wool that the sheep is. And the game will remember what color it is. As you can see, his head and his legs and the particulates on his body still retain that color that we dyed. That means that when he actually bends down to eat grass and grows his wool back, he will actually... Oh, there it is. Oh, come on. This sheep is blocking from the perfect demonstration. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Had he been allowed to complete his eating animation, he would have grown back red wool, and we would have actually had some primo red wool access. You can actually, and now that they're on cooldown, I won't be able to show you, but you can actually mix and match. So if I were to have this red wool sheep and I had created a blue wool sheep, I think you can actually breed them to get a purple wool sheep. That'll be something that we can test out when we do things. But for now, that's just the basics of breeding, farming, that kind of a thing. And we'll come back to this as things progress with that. I do want to take this time, too, to show you the chicken coop. The chicken coop is a little bit different. I could have put them in fences, but there is a reason why I've got them holed up inside this glass building. As you can see, their floor is made out of something that you guys actually haven't seen yet, but I do want to show it to you because there is a reason I put that down there. There is what I would consider to be a variant of the chest called a hopper. And I've got one out here to show you right now, but I will actually be crafting one for you guys so that you can see how to make it. It is a little resource heavy, so unless you are like me and you just go on a spree with collecting iron, you may want to hold off on this aspect of it, as it's pure convenience. It has no practical use other than, well, I'll just show you all the way through, and then it'll hopefully be self-explanatory. So the way you create a hopper is you take a normal chest, put that in the middle, and then you take your iron and you make a big V out of it. So you put the 3 here like we did for the bucket, and then you put one more on top of each side, and that gets you your hopper. And hoppers are great because... Oop, let me sleep and then I'll demonstrate it for you. Hoppers are great because, just like the word suggests, it is something that feeds into something else. So in real life, you have hoppers that are connected to devices where it will automatically load whatever you've got in there. In the same way Minecraft works with hoppers and chests. So if you got a chest, and where's my hoppers? There you are. And you want to hook a hopper up to a chest, you just crouch and left click the hopper onto the side that you want to feed it into. And as you can see, this little downspout here is hooked right into the chest. So if I take my chicken and I throw it on top of the hopper, it will feed it into the chest. So now that you guys have seen the mechanics of it, I'm going to set this up the way that I intended to, with my chest right here. And then I am going to have to be quick about this because my 2-door system is to keep the chickens from getting out. But as you can see, I'm probably going to have to lure them back in, and I accept that. Oh, or I'll just kill it. That's fine. Hey, that's what you get for being bad. Anyway, so I'm actually going to hook the hopper up to the chest, and then you can actually hook a hopper up to a hopper in the same way. These are already... Yep, I figured that was going to happen. These are already feeding into one another. So as you can see, all the spouts are directioning in this way. So now that I've got the floor set up, I need to... Let me go ahead and put the doors back down. Then I'll have to... Whoop. Got to be careful because hoppers do have an interface. So as you can see, it works similar to a chest. It's a very limited storage space because hoppers are meant to be transitional blocks. So the items aren't meant to stay in there permanently. So if you want to put a door on top of it or anything on top of it, just crouch once again and left click. That's going to be your end all be all. And then boop, there's that on the outside and we're good. So let me come over here and I'm just going to dig this back up to get seeds. I can always replant those. And then let me find where that chicken ran off to. Did he go in the hole? Nope. I might just have to fetch me a brand new chicken. But then you guys can see the process in which I went to collect them. The reason I don't have a pig farm is because other than food, pigs don't really have anything useful. So chickens, they drop feathers and they lay eggs. And that's what the hopper's there for. I don't know if I said that. But chicken mobs will lay one egg every 5 minutes. And so in order to preserve the egg, since we are on survival and things despawn after 5 minutes, in order to preserve the eggs, every time they lay down, every time they lay an egg, then the hopper will absorb it and stick it in this chest. As you can see, we've already got 6 eggs here. So, and the reason being because, once again, hoppers have their own individual inventory. So when we hooked the rest of these hoppers up, whatever was in this 3x3 got passed along into the chest. So we do know that the network works. I can't find this chicken to save my life. See, he regrew his wool. Oh, that's why I can't find him, is because he's in the dumb pen. So we're just going to have to get that away. Yep, so we're going to have to get new chickens. That is okay. There is a second way to get chickens if you can't find them in your world. If you happen to get some eggs, you can actually throw them by left-clicking. And when you throw an egg, there is a small chance that it will spawn a baby chicken, like that. So we'll just go ahead and invest our eggs into getting a new baby chicken. Obviously, he will not lay eggs until he's all grown up, but barring the locating of another chicken in the world that we can kite back with the seeds, we do have that other option too. Now that we have one chicken, he will lay eggs and we can continue to throw those eggs until we get a second chicken, and then we can breed from there. So that is kind of our introduction to farming. Oh, I didn't explain why I use glass blocks. So once again, it goes back to these fence mechanics. Fences not being full blocks, you can actually partially inhabit the space that they're sitting in. And I didn't want the eggs to just hang out in this kind of negative space on the fence blocks. So I put the glass blocks up to just kind of make everything a hard right angle, make sure that the eggs were dropping fully onto the hopper blocks. That way we were getting all the eggs and we weren't missing out on anything. Nothing was despawning while we're away adventuring or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's what that was all about. Let me go ahead and get some dirt here. I want to fill in that hole now that we're not holding anybody in it. That sounds terrible. Luckily it's Minecraft, so it's not actually, anything malicious. It's just like, hey, in the absence of a pin, sometimes you just got to dig a hole and put a cow in it. So, now that we've kind of gotten all that out of the way, I do want to address one thing, and I'm going to actually view it from the top of the house, even though you can see it just from the ground. I want everybody to get a good look at it. So off in this distance, you all have probably been seeing this wooden tower, and some of you may know what it is, but most of you are probably scratching your heads like, hey, why haven't we ever gone and explored that building? Well, in Minecraft, as well as having villagers, you have a bad version of them called pillagers. And pillagers are exactly what they sound like. They are kind of rambunctious. I don't know what you would say. But they're bad villagers. Plain and simple. It's just a thing that Minecraft has. They typically wield crossbows, if memory serves, and their entire mission in Minecraft is to ransack villages. They attack villagers on sight in much of the same way that zombies will attack villagers, pillagers will attack villagers. So we haven't gone over there simply because, first of all, until very recently, we haven't had the armor or the weapons to really protect us well. But now that we have that, the other reason why we haven't been going over there is just because should we succeed in hurting a pillager, then they typically, well, it'll be easier to show you. So I'll go over there. We're at the point now that we can protect the village from any retaliation. Before we do that, though, I want to take my... Ooh. I thought we had pumpkin seeds. We don't. We have beetroot seeds. Remember I said we had enough iron that I wanted to make an iron golem. Unfortunately, we need a pumpkin for that. So I don't know that we'll be able to do that. Oh, I did say I was going to show you guys. See, we do have string. Show you guys the crafting recipe for a lead in case you do get slime. So leads are pretty self-explanatory. It's just... let's see. Is it in a circle? I have forgotten what the lead crafting recipe is. So we may be to the point, ladies and gentlemen, that I need to use the cheat book. So this is a lead. Oh, I was so close. I do at least want points for knowing the materials that you needed. So a lead is just kind of a lasso shape of string and then slime ball in the middle. You get 2 from them every time you make them, so there you go. I feel quite foolish now. Oh, we had 2 leads. I guess I got those in between episodes. I didn't realize. Sorry, guys. I wish I could have shown you how I got those, but for the life of me, I honestly can't think of how I got them. Anyway, let me show you what leads do. And that's what I was going to do. I was going to cook the chicken. I was like, why do I have these ladders out? This is actually just going to be fuel for the chicken. That way we can conserve our coal, and then we can also liberate a slot by not having raw and cooked chicken in the same place. So let's see. We're doing okay on armor, but we do have this replacement set here. So I do want to, first of all, let me take this one off because we don't have a replacement chest piece. I do want to repair the chest piece, and you guys have seen this before. There we go. And then instead of spending more iron and levels repairing the rest of it, we will just we'll just replace it and have a fresh set going into this little fight that we're about to be in. All right, so we'll put these pieces back over here. I do need to build some more things to keep everything contained in. So it looks like it's about to be sunset again, so we'll go ahead and sleep. Oh, I've got beef too. Let me see what I can use to cook the beef. I can use these fences to cook the beef while we're sleeping. So I can't promise that I will be able to explain what's going on with the pillagers. That's why I'm kind of telling you guys now. That way, if in the moment I have to focus on fighting, I can go ahead and focus on fighting. It is good that we're getting all this food because that means that we will not be hurting for food when we get over there. Is there anything I want to take out of here? The carpet we can take out. If I die with carpet on me, it's not going to be the end of the world. The rest of this stuff, though, probably would. So let's be smart about this. The swords that. I'm going to take the iron with me. The food can all stay. We'll put the map up. I guess these two can be in here. Seeds. Not that I'm hurting for any of this, but, you know, why lose something when you don't have to? So we'll keep the mushroom stew and the beef in our hot bar so that we can use it. The leads I just will do for demonstration purposes. So you got a lead. Once again, if you were able to find slime, this is the preferred method of grabbing new mobs. So you actually just, all you need to do is come out, find your intended animal. You can left click it. The game will throw it on there. And then you can just pull them where you want to go. I'm not going to pull this guy all the way back, but I do want to tell you, if you get to a fence post, like one of those wooden fences that we've got, and left click again, it will actually attach this guy to the fence via this lead right here. And you can kind of like, if you've got a dog or something you want to tie up, you can do that. Otherwise, just left click again. It'll pop the lead off. He'll be free. You get your lead back, and you just carry on business as usual. So we'll just slap this in here for now. Pick it up again when we do our first egg collecting. But I want to go ahead and get over here now so we can fight the pillagers. This will actually be interesting. There may be some other bad guys over here called Vindicators. They are a type of pillager, except they wield iron axes, and they are none too fun to deal with in large numbers. Pick off one or two, it's fine. Oh, that's an Enderman. I thought we were already up on the pillagers. Nope. That's all right. We know how to avoid him. So this little pillager lookout, we'll be in the thick of it when we get there. I'm trying to kind of sneak up because they do tend to have good stuff in there. That looks like a pillager. Yeah. So there he is, wielding a crossbow. Crossbows, I realize we haven't covered that. They are very similar to regular bows. The big difference is, oh, he's got an enchanted crossbow. The big difference with, ooh, good, he dropped it. The big difference with crossbows is you can actually, and now that I've got this, I'll show you. You can actually leave them loaded, so when you draw it back, you can actually switch over to something and keep that arrow loaded. Oh, it's kicking our butts. All right, got another crossbow. We can use that to repair the enchanted one. Ooh, unbreaking. That's a good enchantment to have. So let's see if we can't find our way in here. Oh, boom. See? And I was able to loose that arrow on him. Oh my gosh, we are taking some hits and not regenerating. Nope, 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 nope. No one is dying tonight. Or today. So let's wait until we... Yep, they're coming. These guys are smarter than your average bear. They can find you. They can track you. Goodness gracious. I'm trying to put things between me and them so that if they do hit something, it's not me. The problem is with running, it's going to take my food down. And that will not be good. I'm not the best fighter. There may be somebody who can really strafe these guys better than I'm doing right now. There's only one. I can kind of charge him. All right, so we'll pull back, let our health bump the mic. Let our health regenerate a little bit, and I'll probably cut all this out, but I am not moving from this spot until all my health comes back. So I will see you guys when we get done healing ourselves. Okay. So we've got the health back now. I'm going to eat some food to make sure that we're at peak regeneration. There shouldn't be too many more of them in here. Unlike spawners, we're going to leave you in there actually for now. Oh, there's the banner holder. He's usually the last one to go. Oh, there we go. So that banner holder signifies that we have really won the day. Yeah, I can peek at you guys from under here. Oh, how did you glitch like that? My friend, you are stuck. Where's the other guy? I guess he drowned. I'm okay with that. Ooh, we got an achievement. I've got a bad feeling about this. It means we killed the pillager captain. So that banner holder, he was the captain. That usually signifies that... Usually signifies that the... Ooh, why am I being poisoned? Oh, gosh. I'm dying for reasons unknown to me. I guess one of them had a potion that they threw at me, but I didn't see it. So, when you kill a pillager captain, it usually signifies that you've beaten the area. Okay. I don't know what this... Maybe this is a... Oh, gosh. I am not regenerating either. I'm gonna go... Oh, no, I'm being shot at. That's what it was. Who the heck is shooting at me? Is there somebody who's invisible? Goodness gracious. I don't think there's anybody invisible. I just think I'm not seeing what I should be seeing. Alright, there goes our mushroom stew. It's a little bit of a waste because mushroom stew heals for a lot more than just one. No, no. There's no way. There's no way. This person is a sniper. Oh, no. This person has to be invisible. I don't know what's going on. Like when I'm running, they're not hitting me. When I stay still, I'm getting hit. So I gotta believe there's somebody. Whoa, there you are. Is it you? Are you the... Oh, he's got an enchanted. Well, stop all that. There's another one? I don't know what's going on. I'm going to just go in here and go for it. If I die, I die. This man is invincible. I don't know what's going on. He cannot be vinced. Dang it! Okay, so that's what death looks like. I'm going to go back and grab all of my things because I need that. So don't ask me what that was. For the life of me, I don't know enough about survival Minecraft to really explain any of what just happened. I do know that that little symbol that we got when we killed the pillager captain was an effect called Bad Omen. It means if you go back to your village while that effect is in play, then the pillagers like call for reinforcements, sort of, and then they come and get you. So I wasn't necessarily going to go back. I don't think we can do that because the pillager raids on villages happen in waves, and you really want more than one person defending your village when that kind of thing happens. But since we died, we got rid of the effect, which hopefully that means that we're not going to be attacked anymore. Clearly that dude bro is gone. I'm glad we had the replacement armor because our first set of armor would not have stood up to it. Still got the unbreaking crossbow. That's good. We did get the banner that the captain dropped. So all is right with the world. I am going to be really careful going up these stairs because I don't know if anybody's left. And it is getting dark, which means I need to leave as quickly as possible. But I want to raid this chest. We got carrots. We got some dark oak. Dark oak is really good. Oh, we've got tripwire hooks. Those are good for redstone. So we'll take those. Potatoes, never a bad thing. The string, we don't technically need, but we'll take it. Make sure there's nothing else up here that we need. Oh, gosh. I did not mean to fall off there. Let's check around here. After that whole thing, I'm not even really afraid of, like, monsters. Like, you guys are simple to deal with in comparison. Still don't want to come up across a creeper, but That's more due to the nature of creepers, more so than whether or not I think I can handle them. Alright, so I don't see anything else that we... Oh. There's some bros. There's another captain, actually. Let's go ahead and kill him. I don't know if any of you guys were responsible for my earlier demise, so... Vengeance is mine. Who needs the high ground when you're underwater? Oh, I thought I got you. Oh, crud. Well, I guess I should have seen that coming. Well, we can't go home like this. So I guess we're staying out until this goes away. And in that case, we'll just kind of explore around here. Unless you guys want me to risk it. I feel like some of you enjoyed seeing that earlier. But here's the problem. If I go home now, then I have a double danger in that I'm going home at night. So not only do I have to deal with the pillager raids, I have to deal with regular monsters coming out too. So I don't know if I want to put my village through that. I honestly think that I could deal with the pillagers. So let's do this. Let's see if we can go home and sleep quickly enough before the raid happens. I don't know if the raid actually prevents you from sleeping. Yeah, we may be putting our people through some stuff that we don't want to put them through. But I did promise you guys a little bit more action-packed episodes, so I'm going to go do it. I'm going to risk it. I can always ring the bell and get everybody back in their houses pretty quick, so... Well, we're back home. Nothing's kicking off. I've still got the bad omen. We would know if a raid was kicking off because there would be a bar in the top of our... Yeah, a bar on the top of our screen. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that nothing's happening automatically, and we're going to go sleep and get rid of all the bad guys. It may be that a raid can only happen during the daytime. I don't actually know. But no matter what, I don't want to be subjecting myself to nighttime monsters and bad guys. Maybe it kicks off if you ring the bell. Let's find out. Nope. Not sure why nothing's happening. It might be we haven't actually had villagers in our village for quite some time, and that sounds terrible, but it might just be that when our iron golem bit the dust, the villagers decided to move somewhere else. And if that's the case, then I guess that's the case, and oh well, and we just live here by ourselves and can cannibalize the city as we want. In either case, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Look at this baby chicken just chilling out in the hole. Alright, so we'll put these seeds down. We don't need them. We may grow some carrots at some point, but I don't think we need to right now. We're doing pretty good on food. Let's go ahead. I did make more chests than I need to. Let's go ahead and make another chest. I'll put this right here. We'll make this the farm stuff. That'll clear up some inventory space in here. Trees, flowers, seeds. I consider all this to be farm stuff. Leaf blocks we'll say is farm stuff. Alrighty. I don't think anything... mushrooms. Sure, we'll consider mushrooms farm stuff. And then... don't think we've got anything else to worry about. If so, we'll just transfer it later. So we'll put this stuff away. Seeds. This, that. Saplings. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll store the rest of this in here. The bowl. Not the dirt. Tripwire hook, sure. Wood, string, garbage. Our Pillager banner. Actually, we can hang these up. I can show you what it looks like to hang up the banner. Let's eat some chicken. It's about to be Thanksgiving in the U.S., and there's no turkeys in Minecraft, but the chicken kind of looks like turkey, so in the spirit of the holiday season, right? So banners are great. You can actually make these in the crafting table. We may do some of that next time around because there's a lot of different ways to do it. So, but yeah, you can hang banners by just going up to a wall, left-clicking, and boom, it'll hang it just like that. So we'll keep one out here to say that we won the day, and we'll keep one in here. It's kind of like a souvenir trophy. All right, so let's do some repairing on this crossbow. We'll just use these crossbows to do it. There's no point in doubling up. Ooh, I need to figure some things out. I am running out of vastly running out of levels. We'll get some from this, so take that out. I need enough for 5. So one thing we can do is we can do some more breeding. Oh, I put the hay in the keepsakes. We'll get all this stuff out now that we're safe from harm. And we'll do some breeding. I actually do want to dye a sheep blue, so let me go grab a cornflower. We can experiment and see if the theory of dyeing 2 compatibly, or breeding 2 compatibly dyed sheep yields the new color. It'd be interesting if it did. And we'll get some experience from breeding. So, alright, we will choose you. Okay, so blue sheep plus red sheep. Hey-oh! It does equal, oh, another blue sheep. Well, Minecraft genetics have officially stumped me, so I don't know what the situation is. Alright, I'm going to feed you some seeds until you grow up, because I want you to start producing eggs. Ooh, we got 3 out of that one. That was dumb. You do want to be careful walking over soil because you can accidentally untill it, and then you have to go back in and retill it. It's easy enough. Oh, there we go. Like I was trying to say, it's easy enough with the hoe to retill it, but it's just kind of a hassle. So why do it when you don't have to? So he should start producing eggs. I'll grab these out, put them back in the house. Still don't have enough for repairing the crossbow, so we may just take a break from that. Throw the dirt in here. The wool. The carpet. And I won't clutter up this space with crossbows. Throw potatoes. Oop, that's a shovel. The potatoes, the extra wheat, that'll go in here, and then we'll use this as kind of like our armor slash weapons chest, as well as our fuel. So I've got some more arrows over in the utility chest, don't I? Yep. So we'll keep these on us now that we've got spiffy crossbows and such. Starting out, I would say that the crossbow is better than the regular bow and arrow. Because of the way enchantments work, the more we maximize our ability to enchant, the less true that'll be. We don't actually need these in our hotbar. So, for now, we'll do the regular one until we can, because this one's like at full. And we have gotten a few more bookcases, but because of our... Ooh, it's raining. Let's see if we can turn that off. Nope, it's nighttime. I guess this will just be a large file size for our video. Alright, we'll kill this. And we'll use the crossbow. Because of how enchantments work, the bow and arrow have enchantments that actually make it stronger than crossbows at the end of the day. The crossbows are a lot more precise, and when you can enchant a crossbow. Clearly, we've got one that has unbreaking on it. I'm going to take this feather out. So we do have the ability to enchant crossbows with things like unbreaking. There is an enchantment that essentially turns your crossbow into a shotgun, where it'll use 1 arrow to fire 3 arrows. In fact, let's streamline this a little bit. We'll take feathers. I'll show you how to craft arrows. So you get feathers in one corner, sticks in the middle, and flint is your arrowheads. I don't know if it is dependent on where you put it. There it is. So yeah, it's got to be up and down. So you get 4 arrows per, which means we'll get a total of 12 arrows since our limiting factor here is sticks. I'll actually make some more sticks because that seems like a dumb thing to have as your limiter. Usually feathers are going to be your limiter because you can't make those. Flint is easy enough to derive from your gravel when you mine gravel, and then of course sticks you can make. Why am I in there? Sticks you can make just by taking 2 blocks of wood and getting sticks. So yeah, feathers you can only get. Well, I say you can always find them in chests. I just almost did a dumb again. But feathers you can find in chests, yes, but other than that, your only way of getting feathers is via chicken. So unless you've got just a really, really strong chicken farm already, your limiting factor is always going to be your feathers. So going back to what I was saying about the bow being better. See, right now the only enchantments we have is unbreaking, which is good to start out. It's one of the best enchantments you can get as a beginner. There does come a time, though, that there is an enchantment for the regular bow and arrow called Infinity. And what Infinity does... I think it's actually late enough. What Infinity does is... Nope. This would be a good time for me to show you guys something. Sorry, I keep getting... I keep cutting myself off. But what Infinity does as an enchantment is it means you only need to have 1 arrow in your inventory, and then you have unlimited arrows with the bow. You cannot enchant a crossbow with Infinity, which is why I say that eventually the bow and arrow gets better. And that's almost the entire reason. There's a little bit more to it than that. So let me see. I don't remember the clock. I'm going to build a clock just so I know what time it is. I want to say that the clock is redstone in the middle and then gold surrounding it. This is one of those times where gold comes in handy as a crafting material. So that's not right. What is a clock? Oh, once again, I got the materials right. Just the organization is what's killing me. So redstone in the middle and gold in each of the cardinal directions. I promise I'll do better about memorizing this, but this is a clock. So let me show you how a clock works. And this will all be beneficial when it comes to, I was going to say telling time. That seems kind of dumb. But when you have weather like we have here, so the way the clock works is it doesn't give you an actual time. It does give you relative time of day. So the yellow part represents where the sun is. And, ooh, I got an achievement for building a clock, passing the time. So the blue is clearly like the day sky. The black is the night sky. So we're actually getting into nighttime. You can hold on to this, but I'm actually going to show you guys a way to mount this on your wall because, I don't know, it seems kind of dumb to have this on you at all times. See, so as we slip through the night, now the daytime is on the opposite side, so that tells us that we're beginning our day. I'm actually going to... I have been saving all the leather for the books. I'm actually going to... I'm not going to get any leather out of the cow farm yet. I do want to keep these boys around for breeding, but We've got a decent cow spawn over here, so if I can grab some leather from them. I see you, creeper. I'm not going to risk you sneaking up on me while I'm killing some cows. There we go. But I will... There's a cow. Look at him. Majestic on the hilltop. Oh, there's 2 of them. Excellent. So I might get leather enough for some books and for some... what I'm about to show you. No. There's some leather. Oh no, there's a baby cow. Baby cow. Life is hard and things sometimes happen that you don't expect. But you adapt and you press on. Good talk. So, that was awkward. This will be one of the last things I show you guys. Honestly, I've had enough excitement for one episode with the Pillagers. Dying is not my favorite thing in the world because, once again, with the aforementioned respawn issue, or the despawning after 5 minutes issue with your materials, I like to avoid dying at all costs. You lose all your experience. It's a whole thing. That's probably why we didn't get as much out of it as we wanted, is because you don't get all your experience back when you kick the bucket. So now that we've got some leather, let me go ahead and grab the sticks. The sticks. Where did you go? There you are. So if you go to your crafting table, you take sticks, and I do know this one by heart, so the heckling can stop. And then you put a piece of leather in the middle. You have what's called an item frame. And an item frame is really good. It lets you put things on the wall. So we're actually going to hang this above our door. And then you stick a clock in there and it still works. It will still track time throughout the course of the day. And you can put pretty much anything in an item frame. If you get like a sword you're particularly proud of, I could put a sword in there. If I want to like save it until I have it. Let's say our diamond sword is running out. If we want to make sure we don't actually accidentally use it, then we can put it in an item frame as opposed to a chest. And we can display it proudly for all to see, whoever everyone is. I'm a little annoyed that these are down here now that we've got the vaulted ceiling. Let's put these up here. What was I saying? Before I so rudely interrupted myself. Continue to interrupt myself. So yeah, item frames are good. I guess I will show you guys how to craft a few other things. I said it was going to be the last thing, but I never listened to me. Another thing we can do, you're going to have to shear some sheep. That's okay. We will go shear some sheep. That's what the farm is there for. Clickety click. There we go. That's all we need right now. You can also take sticks and do the same kind of thing. And instead put wool in the middle. And you get what's called a painting. Now, paintings in Minecraft have... they have use. You can create secret entrances and stuff. They can actually cover doors, and then if you open the door, you can walk through the painting. It's pretty cool. We may demonstrate that mechanic, but for now, we'll just use it for the aesthetic quality. And you left-click a painting on the wall, depending on how much space you've got. Oh, that's a perfect one for this. We're going to move this torch, though, because I hate that that torch is there. And it's really random. It depends on how much wall space you have. Essentially, the game will read how much unobstructed wall space you have. So if I had a block here, then that would limit what would go up here. And it gives you a randomized painting as to what you want. But yeah, OG Donkey Kong arcade, excellent choice. So we're not obstructing the window. That looks great. The bookcases will only really come out to the edge of this where this obsidian is, this crying obsidian. So that works. We're going to keep that there. I like that. I'm glad we did this. So these little squigglies you see, it's because if you notice that little almost skull and crossbones effect is still in play. Like I said, for some reason, the game is not reading our village as an actual village. I think that has to do with the fact that there are no villagers in it. Not 100% sure because, like I said, survival is not my area of expertise. We may steal a lot of this stuff now that we're alone. So this will go on for a little while. If I die, then it'll go away. But if something else, or if nothing else happens, then I'm pretty much going to be stuck with this for... Used to tell you how long your particle effects would last in your inventory. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I have the book open or not. Question mark, does that tell me what it is? No, this just tells me how to play the game. Which is good for you guys. I'll never use this because I play the game just fine. But this will give you... Looks like this gives you everything. So... Yeah, so just if you ever want further explanation, you can't wait for the next episode, here's where you go. So you just go to your inventory, click this little question mark, it'll open up this interface, and it'll teach you how to play the game. I feel very very redundant now, but I'm going to continue to make episodes because I want you guys to have fun while you play. But that'll be it for today. I don't know how long this effect will last. I'm going to continue to do a few preparatory things between episodes, so it might just disappear while I'm prepping. In the meantime, like I said, if you want me to demonstrate anything, and it doesn't have to be from this episode, it can be from previous episodes. Like I said, I'm checking the comments pretty regularly on most of my YouTube videos. So just leave a comment below if there's anything you want to see. If you want me to go out exploring, find another pillager area, or see if I can find another village before this effect disappears so that we can see the raid. That might actually be what we do next time, simply because I want you guys to see what it looks like without risking our own stuff. So that might be the way to go. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Those of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving upcoming, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Be grateful for everything that you've been given, and take it as a time for self-reflection. In the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.